It's estimated that somewhere around 70% of adults over the age of 65 will need some type of long-term care in their future. However, many people are surprised to find that Medicare actually doesn't cover long-term care. So what are your options? Well, we're going to talk about that in today's video. Stay tuned. Hi there, and welcome to iHealthBrokers channel. My name is Sarah, and if this is your first time to our channel, welcome. Please make sure to take a look around because we've got plenty of videos about Medicare and health insurance, as well as money-saving tips and healthcare updates. And we do release these videos on a weekly basis, so please make sure to subscribe. And as always, please make sure to like this video because liking it will make it more visible to others who are looking for the same type of information. Also, as a reminder, you can find us on Facebook. We've got a group dedicated entirely to Medicare where you can ask questions and where we post Medicare updates. You can also find us on Instagram, TikTok, and of course, Twitter. And if you have any questions whatsoever, you can reach us in the comments below, or you can give us a call at iHealthBrokers at 888-410-0344. We're licensed nationwide with over 200 carriers, and there is no charge for our services. So as I said, today we're going to be talking about long-term care coverage options. So let's dive right in. So the first thing that I have to say is that Medicare does not cover long-term care. Now this comes as a surprise to many people because there's some misleading language when it comes to Part B. So Medicare Part B will cover skilled nursing facility care. And a lot of people are under the false impression that this is actually long-term care, and it's not. Skilled nursing care is entirely different. So Medicare has very specific criteria as to what skilled nursing care might be. Basically, it requires some type of medical training, something like changing a dressing that you might have from surgery or some type of procedure. It doesn't cover things like assistance getting in and out of a chair, or assistance walking to and from the bathroom, or maybe preparing and eating meals or getting dressed. Those kind of things would fall under long-term care. Additionally, there are criteria that might disqualify you from skilled nursing facility care if it's something long-term, something like Alzheimer's perhaps. So again, Medicare doesn't cover long-term care, and neither will your Medicare supplement plan because Medicare supplement plans will only cover what Medicare covers. It's just a different way to structure the cost. Now you may look towards Medicaid. So Medicaid could step in and help to pay for long-term care. However, you need to significantly spend down your assets and your income. Basically, Medicaid is very, very strict when it comes to looking at what your assets are and what your income is before it determines if it's going to step in and help. Usually you have to have $2,000 or less in assets. That can change and vary based on additional criteria and the state that you live in, but that's just a general ballpark figure that we're throwing out there. So if you have assets that you're planning on using for your retirement, you would need to severely diminish or deplete those assets in order to be eligible for Medicaid's assistance. So what do you do? So if you're so inclined, you can purchase long-term care coverage. This is an entirely separate type of insurance. Just to give you an idea of what this might cover, if you are in need of long-term care, which as I said earlier, it's estimated about 70% of adults 65 and older will need in their lifetime, it can cost you anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 per year. Again, these are just ballpark figures that we're throwing at you. These are the medians that have been reported for this past year. However, you could find care for significantly less, you could find care for significantly more. I just want to give you a general idea. So long-term care coverage will help to offset some of those costs. Just like any other type of insurance, you'll have to pay a monthly premium. And this monthly premium is largely determined by your health and your age. So you may have to fill out a questionnaire regarding your health or have a doctor's evaluation to determine if you have any type of pre-existing conditions that could disqualify you. Also, most people are looking at long-term care coverage in their 50s and 60s because the older you get, the more likely it is that you will be disqualified. And of course, that's when you're probably going to need it the most. So if this is something that you are interested and you're considering as possibly an option, you don't want to wait until you need it because by then it may be too late. Long-term care coverage policies can vary widely because again, they're looking at your age, your gender, your marital status, your health. But to give you an idea, right now a 55-year-old man who's in good health would have a policy that would cost him about $1,700 per year in monthly premiums. Again, it could go up, it could go down. I just want to give you an idea of numbers. So it's certainly not an inexpensive option, but again, if you look at that $50,000 to $100,000 that you could be faced with should you need long-term care, then it seems like a bargain. There are a couple of different ways in which long-term care works. So first, you may have an elimination period. This could be 30, 60, or 90 days, wherein you first have to pay for your care by yourself before your insurance kicks in. Think of it like your deductible with other regular health insurance. Additionally, you'll probably have to meet certain criteria. So long-term care plans look at basic activities to determine whether or not you qualify. These activities are known as ADLs. They're activities of daily living, and there's 6 basic ones. There is bathing, dressing, eating, transferring, which is walking to and from a location, specifically in and out of a bed, in and out of a chair, in and out of a wheelchair, and then back again. Toileting, which is getting on and off the toilet, and continence, which is, of course, being able to control one's bladder. There are also more complicated tasks. These are the instrumental activities of daily living, or IADLs. This would be things like using a telephone, managing your medicine, taking care of your household like housekeeping, prepping meals, handling your personal finances, caring for pets, accessing transportation, whether it's public transportation or a personal vehicle, or even shopping for groceries or clothes. Additionally, there are usually limits on what your policy, your plan is willing to contribute. So it may be based upon time. For example, your plan may only cover you for 3 years in a long-term care facility, or perhaps 5 years. Generally speaking, it's 3 or 5 year increments. So you're going to take a look and try to guess what you think you might need, or at least look at the numbers and figure out where you might be comfortable. Or your plan might have a financial limit. It might say that it will only cover up to $300,000 of long-term care. Could be more, could be less. Or it may have unlimited benefits. Of course, this is usually going to have the most expensive monthly premium. Now, if you're looking for some ways to maybe save a little money on your long-term care coverage, you should know that there are certain policies that give sort of a special feature for married couples. Basically, if you both enroll in a long-term care plan, but only one of you needs it, you may be able to pull from the other's benefits. So let's say you both have a plan that covers $300,000 and you've met $300,000, but your significant other hasn't, well, you may be able to pull from their max. Additionally, if you itemize your deductions come tax time, then your monthly premiums may be tax deductible, which could certainly help. Long-term care coverage is definitely a little bit more on the expensive side, but unfortunately, if you find yourself without it, you may end up in hot water. If you liked today's video, please make sure to click like. As I said earlier, clicking like will make this video more visible to others who are looking for the same type of information. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And of course, please make sure to subscribe to stay up to date. And you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And if there are any videos you'd like to see, you can let us know in the comments below. You can ask questions, or you can reach us at iHealthBrokers at 888-410-0344, and we will be more than happy to help. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.